I'm so excited to be here. Thank you guys. So yeah, my name's Nicole LeBlanc. I am tuning in here from Brooklyn, New York. I've actually known Anna for over a decade now, which in my book means we are family. And I just want to say thank you for having me and also being the catalyst for this exciting movement of supporting young women to achieve new heights. I actually have always wanted a mentor and I could never really figure out how to go about it, even to this day. So like, this is really exciting. And I also want to say hi to my mom and dad. Hopefully they figured out how to get on Zoom today. But yes, like they said, I'm the co-founder of Homeroom Collective, which is a multidisciplinary platform for creatives to connect and grow by investing in themselves, their artistry, and their well-being. We believe that a mindset of abundance and not scarcity allows us all to thrive. And we're committed to creating space for women, femmes, and non-binary folks from all walks of life to come together to celebrate our differences and to share our unique gifts with the world. So today I'm going to quickly talk about our origin story and the power of projects centered around community and why community like this one here today that Anna is building is a means for survival. So at the time, I had been living in New York for about a year and a half, and I had met an insane amount of amazing creative women in all different types of fields, from photographers, stylists, designers, business owners, etc. And we had kind of built, very casual relationships, what I kind of call like internet friends. And one day I was just lying in bed, scrolling on my Instagram, just in awe of these women. And I started to visualize how amazing it would be to get all of them in one room together to build real life connections instead of just on the internet. And so if we could get them in one room together to share stories, knowledge, wisdom, resources, clients, and just to have some fun and create friendships and sisterhood in a city that is known to sometimes feel very isolating. Additionally, at the time, I was about 4 or 5 years out of college, and I was feeling a bit nostalgia for school and the way it forces constant learning and peer connection. So that sort of became the theme of our collective. We were going to bring women together to get back to authentic learning and connection in the age of social media, which I'm sure you can relate to, can sometimes feel very disconnecting. So we started throwing these amazing networking events centered around business development and personal development. And one of the most amazing things that we saw was just how much support we received right off the bat. We basically popped out of thin air. We didn't have a website yet. We didn't have any past events under our belt, and we barely had an Instagram following. But despite all of that, so many companies were willing to partner with us. We got a venue space for free, gift bags full of amazing products, landed awesome guest speakers, and sold out all of our events just because people believed in our mission. So the takeaway here is really truly like what Anna was talking about, is you don't need to have it all figured out just to start. You just need to start. As women, we often fall into the habit of thinking we're not good enough or we're scared of failure. And sometimes we hide behind the excuse that it's just not the right time, or we tell ourselves we should wait for our circumstances to improve. Also, as creative beings, it's common to think to ourselves that, oh, someone's already doing this, or my idea isn't original, why should I even try? But if we're being completely honest, at this point in time, there are very few ideas that are 100% original. So rather than getting derailed by the fear of originality, we need to focus on what really matters, and that is authenticity. I truly believe that when we lead with this notion, the universe will conspire in your favor. But back to my homeroom story. So we were riding high, experiencing a lot of success and receiving amazing feedback when COVID hit. So all the events were canceled. COVID scared the shit out of me. I relocated back to California to be closer to my family, and I lost my job all within a 2-week time frame. So everything came to a screeching halt. And for a moment, I had no idea what to do with homeroom, let alone my entire life in existence. So for about a month, homeroom was just sitting on the back burner as I just kind of watched the world fall apart. This initial setback, however, turned out to be a pinnacle moment in my life and my career. Eventually, something clicked, and I was able to refocus my newfound time and energy back into homeroom. And we started throwing virtual events in the digital space. So this challenge really became an opportunity, and we were able to connect with people from all over, despite their zip code or their time zone, during a time when we needed community more than ever. For me, 2020 solidified the idea that community is a means for survival. During these tough and disorienting times, I was able to lean on my friends, my family, pick myself up, and refocus on redefining my values and rebuilding my community. Homeroom gave my life purpose at a time when everything else fell out of my control. Through this platform, I've seen careers take shape, I've seen friendships blossom, I've seen breakdowns, breakthroughs, and so much more. Through community, we have the power to enrich our lives, shift culture, and build a better future. Even though homeroom is not my full-time job or my main source of income, it is 100% part of my identity. It helps me navigate this crazy planet, and it also helped me land my most recent job. Thank you. Since I was young, I've always loved turning thoughts and ideas into reality with a sense of urgency. Um, if there was something I wanted or something I wanted to do that wasn't readily available to me, I would create it. I've always been a self-starter, and I think that's the main common denominator of what brings us all together here today. But when you have a community behind you rooting for you, it truly makes all the difference, and we have the power to really shift the world. And that is why I'm so excited to hear from all the other speakers tonight for the future of this organization and just to help out in any way I can. Thank you for listening. I hope I didn't bore you guys.